So look at verse 15. He gives the length and the breadth and the height. Verse 16, a window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit thou shalt finish it above, and the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. And then he describes a lower, second, and third stories inside of it. Those of you who like marking your scriptures physically, you could make a little note there in chapter 16.
Verse 16.
Or verse 16, footnote A, where it mentions the window. You'll notice the Hebrew word down there, sohar. Am I pronouncing that okay?
Well, I'm not an ancient Hebrew, but it sounds good to me.
Some rabbis believed it was a precious stone that shone in the ark. Fascinating, because if you look at the timing here, you get Noah and the flood, and then you get the next story in chapter 11 that we're going to finish today's episode with in the Tower of Babel story. And it's at the Tower of Babel where you get your first connection over to the New World with the Book of Mormon people, the Jaredites. And what does the brother of Jared end up doing to fix his light problem when the Lord told him, what would thou have me do, that you'll have light in your vessels? And he had fashioned those smooth stones and then asked God to touch them. Is it possible that a few, I don't know exactly how long it is, a few hundred years before the brother of Jared, Noah is kind of the big prophet of his dispensation, stands at the head of that dispensation? Is it possible that he's been reading his scriptures, knows the stories, harkens back to what Noah did? So to solve problems that the brother of Jared is facing, he looks to the prophet and looks to the solutions that God has already provided through his prophet, and then follows the prophet and finds light and life in his own struggles there in the barges, a few hundred years removed from this. It's beautiful how simple technique God uses these stones, a farm boy, simple people to do his work and to carry it forth into the world. I love it.